President Biden took this comment last night about garbage.
Listen, I think that
if you do not say, do not generalize, and do not, if you don't quote my goddamn bullshit, I'ma fucking be heated.
first of all, he
If you
clarified.
don't generalize people, I will shit on you. I'm gonna clean up your background audio because it's nasty. Whoever reported on this, shit job, buddy. See, I can talk about their work like that, but I'm not gonna shit on people. You wanna talk about somebody, talk about their policy decisions or shit? Okay, it's valid. I'm shit.
By his comments, but let me be clear. I strongly disagree with any criticism of people based on who they vote for. It's just,
This is like 1/4 of what I wanted from this, right? You know how I was very precise about you better not generalize or group people up?
you heard my speech
like-
last night and continuously throughout my career. I believe that the work that I do is about representing all the people, whether they support me or not. And as President of the United States, I will be a president for all Americans, whether you vote for me or not. That is my responsibility, and that's the kind of work that I've done my entire career, and I take it very seriously.
You're not getting at the point.
The comments and the
He did call me last night, but this didn't come up.
Are you concerned about what impact this may have on voters, on the divisiveness of the election, and whether or not it's going to dissuade some people from supporting you because of your affiliation with President administration?
I've been very clear with the American public. I respect the challenges that people face.
The audio's bad if we don't do this, okay? Trust me.
I respect
I'll try to tighten
the
it.
fact that we all have so much more in common than what separates us, and that most people want to.
No one is garbage, ever. That's the thing. And if this motherfucker doesn't do her job and remind how you don't generalize people, you don't look at a group of people and you don't call them anything, first off. You also don't call anyone this, ever. Right? Right. If anybody ever calls anyone garbage, they can go the fuck away. I don't fucking need them. I can go breathe my air without thinking about their fucking choices, which waste fucking precious air on sowing hate.
President that understands that gets that, and approaches their role of leadership that way. So I'm going to be spending full time, as I've been, talking with the American people.
She's done like 1/8 of what I want, if not 1/4, right? I was very clear. This motherfucker needs to stand where everyone should on you can't generalize people. You can't dehumanize groups. You don't dehumanize individuals. You can talk about their decisions, their policy calls, you can talk about the practical things they do. But you don't get to fucking call people garbage. You don't get to ever generalize groups of people. You don't get to fucking use your platform and position to justify you saying such fucking, to make such a horrible fucking choice as to endeavor to fucking shit on another fucking human being on my goddamn fucking planet. That is fucking egregious.
Whoever they voted for last night.
By the way.
And as I've said and will repeat over and over again, I am sincere in what I mean. When elected President of the United States, I will represent all Americans, including those who don't vote for me, and address their needs and their desires.
You're not saying the thing. Come on. Get it. No one is garbage is your fucking goddamn point, bro. No one is garbage. No one is ever garbage.
Donald Trump has no character.
That's a weird assessment. You can talk about what you perceive in their character as well, because there is character there.
He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community.
You can say how come he doesn't put time and effort into people, or how he said like denigrating stuff, but you gotta be specific.
He's failed businessman. He only cares about
the failed businessman part is an appropriate assessment.
The billionaire friends he has and accumulated wealth.
You can't investigate someone's internal state.
Those at the top. No, he says immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country.
I believe that is a similar thing to what he said, but I'm not positive.
Be a break. He wants to do away with the birthright citizenship. Who the hell has said that in the last 100 years?
That would be weird.
And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage.
It's inappropriate.
Well, let me tell you something.
Technically, the whole planet is a floating island of garbage in a fucking sea of nothingness we call the great expanses of space, strewn apart as stray little bits of hydrogen dot a fucking frontier between fucking masses of fucking rock and water, ice eternally. It's pretty. I like it. So in that capacity, we're all just chilling in a shit soup of garbage made up of garbage as our constituent parts, surrounded by garbage called photons, colliding into other garbage called other photons, releasing garbage called energy.
I don't know the port
My
of
favorite garbage is when we use, my favorite garbage is the transition from nuclear fission garbage to nuclear fusion garbage, because then we start our byproducts are also incorporative of how we start arbitrarily generating and producing atoms as we go along. Which, since we know we can make constituent molecules that are like, you know, a simulacrum of what we'd expect, as long as the weight matches up. Oh, this is about to be so sick. So my favorite garbage is that we can make our own garbage from garbage that we found already, with less risk to the garbage that is the whole of us, as a planet, as a universe, as a existent thingy, right? I like that nuclear fusion is going to yield us into a place where we make our own arbitrary ass molecule or atoms as we make our product. And I like that it's gonna have less risk of harm for us as a whole. But that's my favorite bit of garbage right now, is that like, we're tossing garbage together called like, you know, we're causing more garbage through like using magnetic bottles, which are also garbage, to hold this other garbage called high energy shit, which we use to like now compress the magnetic bottle around the other garbage to cause fusion reactions. It's really fun. Hi, I like that. Sick.
Rican that I know, or
This is the
Puerto
only
Rico,
way,
where
like,
I'm
unless you call the whole universe garbage, you can get out.
in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American.
Okay, here's the thing though. Because someone else demonizes, you don't get to pick up demonizing. That's bullshit. Like, if someone else demonizes you, hi. If someone rolls up and they call me a fucking degenerate slag and tells me to go suck a fucking dick and go cry under a fucking river and do a bump of fucking, like, borax, that's on them. You do not get to tell them something foul in turn. I'm sorry. Like, you can eat an asshole. If you think you're gonna say something foul to them for me, go fuck yourself, get the fuck away. And if you think that you're gonna say something foul in my presence, fuck yourself, go the fuck away. I'll tell them to not do that, and then move on. I'll tell them why, but we'll talk about why and not to. But you're not gonna leverage generalizations and dehumanization to stop generalization and dehumanization, right? That's like countering. It is quite literally the same approach as people trying to counter prejudice with more prejudice. Like, to what fucking end? Okay, cool. So we're going to, what? That would, like, is someone gonna come to me next week and be like, we're gonna stop AAPIA hate? How? Ageism, bitch! Like that, no, that's a bad idea.
And it's totally contrary to everything we've done, everything we've been.
Okay, honestly though, that kind of is what it is like when people are saying, we can't have reps over an age. That's also ageism. Living thrives in a pinch because we're fucking scared.